I don't know, something just made me turn to look in the direction of the market woman. Guys, this basket that was supposed to contain okra, tomato, pepper, garden eggs, the woman raised the napkin and she was pulling out a knife. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Thelmaworlasi and I film about food, faith and lifestyle. Guys, today's video is going to be a story time. You don't want to miss this story. Some juicy story. So please, I'll entreat you to get a cold glass of whatever. Sit down, relax, and let us just. Okay, so I'm going to be talking about the time I got almost hypnotized, or was I actually hypnotized, jazzed, robbed, stolen from. I don't really know what happened that day. Like, I can't really tell, but it happened. And prior to this happening, I've been hearing stories of hypnosis, how people will come and they'll tell you some things and then you give them your mind or so, and they'll steal from you. I've heard stories of them stealing laptops from people, money, phones. Like, I used to hear these things, but it sounded far from me. Like, how can this happen to you? Like, why would you be conscious? Somebody will tell you, go to your house, carry your laptop, bring it to me, and then you will go to your house, carry your laptop, bring it to the person. Or somebody will tell you, go to your house, fetch all the money in your house and bring it to me. In your right senses, you do this. Like, I really used to wonder how hypnosis really works until this happened. So this was in 2017. So that was like 3 years ago. It was in July. I can't really tell the actual date, but I know it was a Saturday in July 2017. So I was supposed to go for a program. It was an educational program I was supposed to attend that fateful Saturday. And to reach there, I was supposed to pick a commercial bus from my place to Jowlu Junction. The program was at Jowlu, if I've not mentioned it. And Jowlu is a place in Accra, Ghana. Okay, so I was supposed to pick a commercial bus from here to Jowlu Junction. And then when I get to Jowlu Junction, our lights, walk about 50 meters, pick another commercial bus, and then this commercial bus was supposed to now pass in front of Fidelity Bank. And the building I was having the program was right adjacent Fidelity Bank. So our light was Fidelity Bank and then walked straight into the building. So this was the plan. So that day I started my journey. I picked the commercial bus, I alighted at Jowlu Junction, and I started my 50-meter walk. It wasn't, I don't know if it's actually 50 meters, I'm just guessing. It could be a little more or a little less, but I'm just guessing that should be the distance. So I started walking, and when I had walked just like, let's say 10 meters, not too far into the walk, then this taxi stopped by, and the driver was like, where am I going to? Guys, this was the mistake of my life. I opened my mouth to tell the driver I'm going to Fidelity Bank. So I'm sure the driver thought I had loads and loads of cash in my bag that I was going to deposit in the bank or something. Then he was like, oh, okay, they are going to that side, so why don't I just join them? Actually, he had a woman in the car. The woman looked like a market woman. I'm saying this because she was dressed like a typical Ghanaian market woman with her wrapper and a basket that looked like it was full of market wares, you know, okra, tomatoes, pepper, those things. It was covered with a napkin. So the driver was like, I should join them. And I was like, oh, how much will he take? And he said he'll take 1 Ghana cedi. So I'm like, okay, cool, because the commercial bus I was going to pick would have still taken 1 cedi from me for the distance. So I was like, why don't I just pick this taxi, pay 1 cedi, then just continue my walk, take the commercial bus, and still pay 1 cedi. So I picked the taxi, and when we drove like just 1 minute into the drive, the driver was like, I don't know whether I was supposed to be a form of distraction or what, but the driver was like, hey, 1 cedi they say and so I'm like, translating him, he meant, oh, but the 1 cedi you are going to give me is not going to be enough. But I'm like, you told me to pay 1 cedi. That is the reason I agreed to sit in this taxi. And now that I have sat in the taxi, you are saying the 1 cedi is not going to be enough. Like, what are you saying? So the market woman came to my defense, and she was like, she picked the taxi, and the man wasn't even supposed to pick another person, and the driver picked me. So he has no right to even be thinking of increasing the fare, blah blah blah. So it's like they were quarreling, and the woman was defending me, and the driver was defending himself. So in the end, the woman was like, "Oh, translating, you waste nothing, I'll pay for her." So I was even like, "Oh no, don't worry, I'll pay. Don't worry, it's fine, I'll pay." And she was like, "Oh no. We are like, you're my child, I'll pay for you." You know, in Africa, everybody, so far as the person is older than you, the person can refer to you as their child. So she said, "Oh, Debbie, we are So I was like, okay, if she's insisting she'll pay for me, no problem, let her pay for me. So it was a silent drive, the rest of the drive. And we got to the street that had the bank and the building I was going for the program. And on a normal day, this is a quiet street in Jowo, okay? And imagine, this is a Saturday. So it's like the place was extra quiet, and it was just the perfect time to rob somebody. So I realized that instead of the taxi stopping in front of Fidelity Bank, like I was expecting him to, he rather stopped the taxi in front of the building I was supposed to go for the program. So in my head, I'm like, hey, this driver, does he read minds? Does he know this is where I'm actually going? That he has stopped the taxi here. So now, this is the real show. So I was trying to get down from the taxi. I was opening the door, but this door won't open. And it wasn't strange because here in Ghana, we always have these issues where taxi doors won't open. They have faulty doors, faulty everything about the car. So it was quite normal. So I was trying to open the door, and then I had my phone on my lap. Guys, my brand new phone. This phone was bought for me like exactly a week to this happening. This phone was bought for me. I had my brand new phone on my lap as I was trying to open the door. So the driver was like, I should put the phone in my bag, and that the way the phone is on my lap, if the door opens, the phone will fall down and it will break, it will crash into pieces. Like the way he said it, I don't even know why I minded him. He said the phone will just break. At that instant, I didn't really listen to him. Like, I was like, well, how will the phone fall down? Why will the phone crash into pieces? Like, I was wondering. So I don't know, something just made me turn to look in the direction of the market woman. Guys, this basket that was supposed to contain okra, tomato, pepper, garden eggs, the woman raised the napkin and she was pulling out a knife. Like, what are you coming to use knife for here? So she was actually pulling out a knife. So meaning the woman and the driver were accomplices. So she was pulling out a knife. Then after I saw that, I don't know what happened again. I don't remember what happened again. All I know was I think I put my phone in my bag and the door became easy to open. And I opened the door and I alighted. So now I have alighted. And I don't really like to wear wristwatches. If you know me, you know that I don't wear wristwatches. So I'm always checking my phone for time. Immediately I alighted, I started to check my phone for time to make sure I am not late for the program. I I searched and searched and searched my bag. I didn't find my phone, I didn't find my purse. So immediately I knew I had been robbed. So I went quickly into the bank and told the receptionist what had happened and told them to call the phone for me. And guys, my phone was fully charged. I charged my phone fully for the day because I knew I was going to be busy all day, so I didn't want to have low battery issues. So my phone was fully charged, and my phone was not on vibration, it was not on silent, it was on sound. So when I'm calling, you would hear. So it's not like you said the phone was on silent so they didn't hear me. We called and called and called. I remember that day we called 30 times. They did not pick the call. The 31st time, the phone was switched off. When I found out the phone was switched off, I just sat on the floor at the reception of the bank and started crying. Like, I didn't know what to do. What was I supposed to tell my parents? How was I supposed to get home? But at least, luckily for me, I have those small parts in my bag where I keep extra money in case of emergency. You know, we all have that part of our bag where we keep money in case of emergency. So at least I could get home. But like, what was I going to say? And a new phone they bought for me, I have left it in a taxi, or I put it in my bag and it was vanished. Like, I didn't know what I was going to say. So I was crying. Then one of the organizers for the program I was supposed to attend came. I couldn't even talk to her because I was like drenched in tears. So the receptionist told her what had happened, and she was talking to me, calming me down that it was just a phone and a purse. I didn't even have money inside the purse like that. So she was like, it's fine, and that I should calm down. I should give her my parents' contacts so that she will call my parents and tell them what happened. So that when I get home, they will not blame me too much. So I gave her my mom's contact. She called my mom, told her everything that had happened that day. I couldn't concentrate for the rest of the program, obviously. But then later, when I got home, I came to meet my mom, angry and all that. But like, she wasn't angry with me. She was rather angry that people could do that to a small girl. Because as a small girl, would you do this to me? People could do that to a small girl and all that stuff. No. In the long run, I got a new phone and nothing actually happened to me. But I experienced how the whole hypnosis thing works. Like, all of a sudden, you just don't have control of your mind again. Like, you don't know what you're doing. Like, they say do this and you're doing, do that and you're doing that. Like, I understood how you could go and bring your laptop for somebody, or go and bring the money from your house for somebody. So if you have watched this video up to this point, please click on the like button and subscribe to my channel, and please let me know in the comment section, have you also been hypnotized before? Have you heard about hypnosis? What do you think about hypnosis? I know there is a type of hypnosis for medical treatment. They hypnotize you to treat you mentally, but have you been hypnotized for evil purposes before? Have you been robbed at gunpoint or knife point or anything before? Let me know in the comment section, guys. So until our next video, bye. EXO.